All right, and we are live. Well, another day, another time to get on gotchas. Just realized I've been sitting on the screen forever while I was setting up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I am so tired. I got like no sleep last night either. But it doesn't matter because we are here today to play a new character. New character
Indeed.
gameplay for sure. One of which you've never seen before. No one has seen. I'm getting first time access to this character. Hold up, let me switch to the new character that no one else has and no one else gets to see. New character gameplay in Natlin. Crazy. Oh, that's what I need to do. Might be helpful to send this out to Discord. Oh. Let's see. Okay. Here, here, here. Copy. Let's go to here, and here. Of new character.
Mind be purged, world be saved.
Here we go. Perfect. New character gameplay. Alright. Alright, I don't know what you're up to. You said you were on story, right, Rift?
Yep, just doing story.
Gotcha. You know, I could definitely make this team better. Could I just switch out? Should I just switch out Bennett for Shilonen? I have Risley, Shenhe, and Xiangling and Bennett. Bet I could just make this team better by doing this.
All right, after you.
So many people are not gonna like that, but I don't care. All right, well, that's basically it. All right, well, let's actually get stuff done, because I have not been on at all today. Is this your first time on as well, or?
I've been on for a couple hours, just
Okay.
chilling.
Ad Astra
Gotcha.
Abasask.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really doing too
I haven't
much.
been like over here sweating on the keyboard, like speed running over everything.
That sounds like it.
A very chill pace.
Okay, which of the material artifact set or the talent level materials would Mawika use?
Not really sure. Are we just guessing? Is that what it is?
Oh yeah, this is a complete guess.
Oh, I forget the names of the three different ones.
Kindling makes the most like sense just from
Yeah.
the name.
Yeah, like kindling the sacred flame. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
the job of the Pyro Archon, I guess, right?
Yeah, I think conflict was Shilonen. I think contention is going to be the new character in 5.2. So maybe kindling will be. Well, I don't have a lot of either one of the other two, so I'm going to be taking a huge
World be saved.
a huge leap of faith. I could get this to be pulled out. There we go. There we go. Needed my chat to be pulled out a bit so I could see what was going on. Alright. No, I'm not doing that. What I am gonna do is condense. Okay, Zhao. How can we make you stronger, buddy? Getting rid of this absolutely disgusting artifact that you have. Trash. Alright. Back over to a domain I need to go blow the dust off of. By the way, did you stick with Glad on Ayato, or did you keep going with Echoes?
No, I I've had him on Echoes for a while at this point now.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, originally I was on Glad, but I think it was when I pulled his weapon. That's when I made the decision to farm. I was like, okay, I have the weapon. I'm gonna go all the way now because it'll be
Yeah,
more
no, that
worth
makes
it.
sense.
Neat, I love it.
Yeah, no, that
Funny
makes
thing
sense.
is, I realized like the other day we were talking about Vermilion, and I was like, oh, I should have some, right? Because I remember farming Echoes for a little bit, not like a ridiculously long time. I got kind of good luck with it. I was like, surely I have Vermilion pieces. Turns out I have absolutely zero.
You
Like, I
probably
guess I
strong
never
box
got a
them, to be
single
honest
good
with you.
piece. But that means I had to not have gotten a good piece because I will always keep, even if they're like a little bit better than mid, even though not knowing, I don't have Zhao or anything, but 2-piece attack percents can work. And who knows
Yeah.
if I ever do get Zhao. So I was just like, oh, I guess I don't have Vermilion pieces.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I feel like the only reason for the C1 for Shilonen is really to set yourself up for the C2 until you get to C6 Shilonen. Because all it does is, which I guess it'll help out more with the Spiral Abyss, but honestly, once again, you're really just using her to stay in her skill, in her Night's Blessing state, then to immediately get out of it, so...
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna
Yeah,
need you
because
to...
what's the C1 again?
Decreases consumption of Night Soul and Phlogiston. And then well, okay, that's the other thing. It does give resistance to interruption for the active character. So like, if your
Maybe, like,
character needs it, it's
kind of
not
good.
that bad. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think I would agree though. It's more so a setup.
Because the C6 is really where you would use that. Because that's when she kind of like freezes time on all her buffs. And that's actually why I really like Shilonen C6, which is like, if anybody does a C6 Shilonen, kind of smart actually, because she still stays a support. Not to say Yelan and Farina don't stay supports, but like, usually when a Yelan or a Farina goes into... Of course, they get absolutely terrible pieces. Usually when you got those characters go into C6, they kind of become their own damage characters, and their buffs, you know what I mean? They kind of stay with the character. Like they don't go past the character. So like Yelan, you pop the burst, but you usually stay as Yelan. You know what I mean? To do a bunch of normal attacks. Stay on
What do you
field.
mean? Like, you
Like
keep
you stay
Yelan
on
on field?
field. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Same thing with Farina too. Usually, if you're trying to do it mostly with her, usually you would put her on field just to get more damage. Like that's at least how the C6 is kind of structured. Not to say the C6, when you get
Oh
the
yeah, yeah,
C6, you
yeah.
can't be off field. But you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's
Like the
like turning
C6s
them
are structured.
into damage dealers, like the on-field damage dealer in the team.
Right, and it's like their buffs because of that. If you go that route and use the C6, it's either you don't use the C6 and therefore stay off field, or you use the C6 and use up the buffs that you would have normally created as that support. Whereas Shilonen freezes time of all her buffs, so her resistance shred thing, her source samples, everything stays where it's supposed to be, and for 5 seconds she just gets to do damage without decreasing Night Soul points. So it just and then it increases her normal and plunging attack damage, and she also gets to heal her party members as well. So it's like you know what I mean? Like you almost get to keep doing damage, but also you get to buff like afterwards as well, so you can still switch to your main DPS on the team. So she still stays a support, but she still gets a lot of damage out of that C6.
Right.
Also, I'm very happy to see also with a lot of the new characters, especially in Natlan, a lot of the C4s are not necessarily staying away from energy, because I'm not saying energy was useless, but you know how like some of the older constellations in C4 was just, like that's all it was just like an energy help? To some characters that's just not that great. Whereas with the new characters, Kanish, Mualani, Shilonen, they do a little bit more. Sometimes they still do help with energy,
Right.
but they feel more useful. A little bit more stronger, so. I'm on Yap City over here, dude. I just love talking about Shilonen right now. Insane character. I feel like this is how I'm gonna be about Mualani as well. So we'll see. I mean, not Mualani. That's already a character that's out. What's her name? Mawika. But I guess we'll find out at some point.
I'm excited for her.
I am too.
I'm also personally excited for Venti, just because he's a character I've always wanted for a pretty long time.
Yeah.
I'm not like dying to have him, but I have wanted him. So
That's actually true. I forgot that Venti was coming out as well soon.
I think the predictions right now are Chaska, Klee, and then Venti Albedo. Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, my brain for some odd reason immediately clicked to Star Rail.
Oh yeah.
I was about to say Aventurine and Acheron on the second half, and I was like, wait a minute, that is the wrong
funny.
game.
Yeah.
Anyways.
What are you said you're planning to pull Rappa, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be pulling Rappa.
God.
I think I did too much pre-grinding for her that at this point I feel like it'd be wrong if I didn't pull her.
Yeah.
But if I'm being honest with you, I low-key really want to still skip her.
Really?
Yeah, I think it'd be better to come back on a later rerun, because I'm not really sure that it's gonna fix my pure fiction issues. You know what I mean? As much as she's a really strong character for pure fiction and whatnot, I'm not sure
I think she's gonna be your best bet so far, possibly.
Right.
No, then you've already got the team. You know, it's definitely like just a easy like. Okay, I could pick this up and make it work.
Right.
Even without her light cone, I think just the fact that she can hit multiple is gonna still be better. You could just like throw her on any other erudition light cones you have. I mean, if you're thinking like that, but
no, I mean, if I was gonna go for it,
I know you
I'd
want to
still be able to
light
get the light cones as
damage
well.
dealers, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, with Star Rail, it's almost like all the 5 stars have to have their light cones. Like it's almost just, it's an unwritten rule. Honestly, like it's just Genshin, you can get away with it, but Star Rail, it's very difficult to do that.
Soon gave up on the idea.
Which is okay. So, I mean, it's not like they can't work. I haven't done Imaginarium Theater.
Oh, that'll be fun. I think, what is it? Pyro, Geo, Electro, or something like that?
Something like that.
Or something.
Watch this be like this is like probably the 3 elements that I would like the most for it. Well, Hydro actually instead of Geo, but... Okay, Dia, Shivers, Catching, Fischl, Churi, and Ningguang. This is a terrible start for me. Alright, supporting cast characters. Who should I be giving to people? Okay, take out any Pyro, Electro, and Geo characters. Let's see here. Yeah, let's stay away from these for now. Let's throw up Kazuha and Neuvillette and Farina. Let's look at support type characters. Why is Dia not up there? That's really weird. Dia's not with the supporting cast characters available this season. Oh, because she's a part of the... Yeah, she's a part of the regular... Okay, that's why. Let's see, I was like, what in the world? Okay, maybe I should put some Pyro and Electro and Geo characters in here. Okay, well I gotta put those 3 in if I'm gonna put anybody. Oh, yeah, Navia. Why is Yelan here? Yelan is such a weird placed character for this. Anyways. I feel like that's everything that people would want to use and do. Yeah, I'm just going to confirm that lineup. I'm not going to use the entire 15. People probably aren't even going to use it anyways. I'm not going to put too much interest in it. Alright. Wait, what was my past performances? Why are these 7? Oh, that's right, because I forgot. Only the 3rd season came out with, what's it called? Or whatever, the last one was the first time that you had 10 star challenge Stellas to get to.
What about the 10 Stellas?
I was wondering why the previous 2 from that were different. What's up, Mountain? What's up? Yeah, the thing is here with, like, you know how the old versions of the Imaginarium Theater had 7 stars or Stellas? I was wondering why I was at 7 for the first 2, and then it jumped to 10. I was like, did I not hit all the stars? And I realized that I did. It's just only the last most recent one gave out 10. Now we're doing 10 from now on, but yeah. How did you do on this run of Imaginarium Theater? I bet you enjoyed it a lot, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, I did pretty fine. I didn't struggle at all. And that's the thing. I don't know if I'll ever struggle in Imaginarium Theater. I think I was talking about that with you a few weeks ago, even maybe.
Yeah, your setup's
But, like, because I have built way too many characters. I always have leftover. I had like 6 leftover characters, even though they upped it to 22 characters you can use. I'm like, I still have like a lot of characters that are not getting used. So I can still like pick and choose.
Right. How many extra characters do I choose again?
Oh,
16 okay, I need 16 characters too.
Yeah, the initial 16, and then I guess 6 more.
Yeah,
I
I'm
never
trying to think
used
of who I
all of
should-
them in the runs. Some just
I wanna
never
see
get
if
used.
Lisa would be useful here. Let's throw up Yunjin. I think I need more support characters than I need damage dealers, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah. This thing I've noticed with Imaginarium Theater. Because if it's only 8 stages, or, yeah, right? It's 8 stages. We went from 6 to 8 with the technically harder difficulty.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah.
So yeah,
let's get this over with.
technically speaking, it's only 4 DPSs if 4 DPSs are using all of their favor, because they all have 2 each.
Mm-hmm.
Could just stick with 4 DPSs and then need like 3 times 12 different supports.
How am I gonna make an overload team for this? I feel like Shevers is gonna get used immediately. It's gonna be very difficult at some point though, because like you're gonna have no other reactions to go through except that. I feel like I should be saving Shevers though, or should I be using her soon and let my strong DPSs that I'll get later, let them carry later on? Interesting. Actually, you know what? Let's use Ningguang and Chiori, Fischl, and Dia. It's a very interesting team.
That should do pretty good.
I'm actually kind of interested in see how this works.
By royal decree.
Okay, that's unnecessary, sir.
Give up. Get her. You asked for it.
Alright, Dia.
Wait a minute, why is this thing actually so powerful?
Don't waste my time. Submit.
Okay, we gotta
Delicate
restart
silver.
that battle.
I summon the Quackula. Give up. Your life is mine. Scrap this coat. Get her.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Oh, okay.
Look alive. Gloves off.
There's no buffs going to this character whatsoever. Holy cow.
Lend me a hand. Don't waste my time. Odds revealed. I am the cutting edge of fashion.
Ow. Excuse you. That was not nice.
Your life is mine. It's not.
Unnecessary and a half. Yeah, Chiori, not gonna lie, extremely
As
fun.
you wish, mein Fräulein.
Yeah, I've been having so much fun with her.
I don't doubt it.
She does better than I thought she did too.
Yeah, I'm using the trial version. Oh, I had to beat it in a time limit. Totally was not paying attention. Okay, redo that. I was not within my 1.5 minute time limit. I was admiring Chiori's like usability too much.
Give up. Buckle up. You're dead meat.
That's not what I wanted to do. I tried to switch to official, but sure.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
It's nothing.
Okay, these things need to appear. Thank you.
Delicate as silk. By royal decree. Give up. Your life is mine.
No. Not gonna lie. Still, these characters are extremely fun. Like, honestly, this is a really good team, like, playstyle together.
Yeah, when you said it, I was like, ooh, that sounds fun.
It's nothing.
And I love that in Imaginarium Theater, you don't have to think so hard about. As long as there's synergy between the 4 characters, even just semi-synergy, then it's gonna be, it'll clear.
Right.
Let's do it.
It should clear.
Can we use the ultimate, please? Thank you.
Submit.
Yeah, it's a fun team. Barely barely got in the time period. Arlecchino or Kujo Sara? Oof. Well, I've got my catching, but my catching is built on a an aggravate specific build. So do I go Kujo Sara to buff her more, or do I throw in Arlecchino this early?
Not sure. I mean,
I might grab
if
Arlecchino
you need
now
more
though.
supports, yeah.
I think I might grab Arlecchino though, just because I don't know if I'm gonna have the chance to get her later, and that's really not a character I'm gonna wanna miss out on.
Right.
Oh. Free cash. When you select a companion event, one more character will be added to the selectable lineup. Or when future events are drawn, one of the selectable events will be guaranteed to be companion random. Let's go with the right one. Why not? Overloaded Divergence. After dealing electro damage to an embrittled opponent, launch explosive orbs. Okay. Launch Thunder Strikes. I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go for the extra electro. Tough. Don't have enough of that. Anyways, let's go you. I'm gonna do an electro team. Focus team on this one. Instead of using Ningguang, let's use Catching. I think here. I think I want to just use up Chiori. I can get a good swap out actually with these characters. That'd be pretty strong. Oh, sorry, Official Ningguang. I think I want to use you guys up.
It's nothing. Cut to the chase.
Oh my goodness, damage is so not that good comparatively. To aggravate. Actually, okay, not gonna lie, she's doing way better than expected. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Submit. Delicate as silk.
That is a little bit surprising. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Nowhere to
Then
hide.
again, I think Fisher's doing most of
Speed of
the.
light.
Okay, I just got frozen. I think Fisher's doing most of the doing most of the damage on this front.
Don't waste my time. Your life is mine. I am the cutting edge of fashion. With sword comes shadow. Incoming.
Oh, it's already over. Okay, never mind. It's a really strong team. Oh, Navia. Sorry, Gaming. That's the sucky thing too. It's like Gaming's actually pretty like for the Imaginarium Theater is actually stronger than I would expect, to be honest with you.
Right.
It's even without plunge. Oh, speaking of, do I go for another damage dealer or do I go for Xiangling as a support? I already got Navia and Arlecchino and catching. I think Xiangling's the better play here. Who are the characters I have? Okay, I've got could use Navia up soon, and at that point get this Electro Crystal thing going. But the team I'm probably going to use is going to be centered around an extra Pyro character or two. Let's go with this. Sounds good to me. Alright, first climactic showdown. Yeah, glad I did that because I think I'm going to use Navia for this. Use Navia. It's a very weird team for sure. I might have to use Xilonen just to make the team somewhat strong. Xiangling and... Didn't mean to do that. Dia. Yeah. Why did I use my skill already? I'm an idiot. Oh yeah, totally didn't have to use. Well, maybe I did. I don't know. This is... Hey, excuse me. You need to die, sir. Imagine getting finished off by a standard character. That's crazy. Ooh, Yelan or Yelan. I need more supports. It's gonna be the only Hydro character. Do you know why Yelan was thrown in here? Oh wait, she's one of the extra characters. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind.
Outgoated character to have as one of those extra.
Yes.
Not supporting cast, but yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She's just a good character. If anything, use a character that's not even designed for normal attacks, or just even use Yelan on field, even if she sees 0.
Right.
She just does so much damage in that burst that it's enough to just kind of solo in Imaginarium Theater.
Oh, this is an interesting choice. Okay, I have Yelan, Arlecchino, Chevreuse, Navia, Xilonen, catching, and Xiangling, and I can choose between Raiden, Yaimiko, and Beidou. I have a lot of DPS characters. I'm gonna need the support. Yaimiko it is. Beidou actually wouldn't have been a bad decision either, actually, for the help to make sure I don't die easily.
A lot of the off-field supported 4-stars are honestly just goated for Imaginarium Theater.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Characters like Shuko, Beidou, Xiangling, etc. They just really feel good characters for that because you're usually always fine with an on-fielder because you only need at max 4 for different ones.
Oh, I have to do a monolith. I just hate monolith challenges. I'm not doing the Law Witcher one because they'll just jump up and slam into that monolith 40,000 times. Okay, so I'm gonna need something with... Okay, these are the... This is gonna be interesting.
Ugh. Bit of a cough. Thankfully, I feel a lot better today as far as like achiness.
That's good.
But sinuses, all the allergy typical stuff's still there.
I gotta think of how I'm gonna do this. Could use up catching. I could use up my Xiangling and use up a charge of Yelan and Yaimiko. and just go powerhouse. I really don't want to use up Shevers because she's the only healer I have. Well, actually, Shelonen's only got 1 charge. She's the only other healer, so I want to stay away from them for a little bit. Once I get to the next big challenge, I'm probably going to use up Navia's next thing, and hopefully I can get a Kachina in here so that I can have the double Geo, so she's at least doing some damage, and I might pair her with another charge if I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use up yeah, this is what I'm going to do. I have no healer for this, but honestly, not going to need it. Oh, wrong side.
Right now. Lola, get them! Cut to the chase. Speed of light.
You are not welcome here.
Incoming. Hey! Come on out. Emerge. I'm always watching. Right here.
Boom, boom.
With sword comes shadow.
Okay, he moved. You'll love to see that. Come on. Oh, attack the dude that's almost dead. Thank you. Thank you, catching.
Busted. Show them. Emerge right now. Into the fire.
Can I get some energy for Shenhe? Holy cow. Yep, there's the tale as old as time issue that I have with Shenhe.
Don't blink.
Okay, some of these teams, it's just kind of insane how much the damage you can get from this is working. Then I have to realize that a lot of this is just like the extra buffs that you get from the thing. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
See you again?
A lot of the times, like, I forget that these characters are doing like a lot of damage, and then I look at it and I'm like, wait a minute, I have to remember that a lot of these are buffs that they're getting from like external sources.
Oh, yeah,
Majorly,
yeah.
like all the buffs that you can get through it.
Yeah.
There we go. Gaming or Yunjin? I really don't want Yunjin. I wish that was Kachina. Okay. Let's go Gaming. I think I'll use Gaming next. I did just say I wanted to get Kachina so I could pair it with Navia for the next big battle, but it's a free mystery cache. Random special guest star, join the principal cast, but after completing this axe combat, no more alternate. Well, that's not happening. Consume all Fantasia flowers and one random alternate. Oh, I don't want either one of these. Ugh. And it gives me Hu Tao. That was so bad. I should have just refreshed. I shouldn't have gone for that free cache. At least I should have used up my Fantasia flowers and grabbed like one of these things. That was stupid. That's tough. Alright, well, let's do this next battle. That's fine. I still have Yelan to use with Hu Tao though, so I'll at least get some usefulness out of this. You. Not gonna lie, Gaming looks like you're gonna be a bit of a useless use here. That's okay though. You will serve a stronger purpose, I promise. You know what? What if I just don't use Hu Tao and I just use the Gaming the entire time?
I mean, yeah.
There we go.
Drop your weapons.
There's absolutely nothing besides just do that. Discipline.
Mighty mythical beast.
It's actually okay because I can then apply Hydro and then, oh my goodness, 86k on Vaporize is insane for him.
Gotcha. You asked for it. Stop right there.
Crazy how that damage fall off comes though. Without the vaporize happening.
Drop your weapons.
This is actually insane. This is not working as well. Well, I mean, not actually. What am I talking about? I know this was not going to work extremely well. That's okay.
Returns. Sorry, pal.
I'm going to have to restart this performance. Might have to choose new characters. This was just a bad idea for a team comp. Restart performance. Alright, let's try this one more time. Let's choose a totally new idea team because that was not strong at all. I thought I could get away with that. Okay. This I know I can get away with. I know if I just use these two together, it would be cleaning everything in the house, so. Coming and Huta are gonna get no usages, sadly. I'm gonna use them as cannon fodder for character usage right now.
Quiet. Here comes the catch.
Go. This.
Transfixed.
Come on. One more.
Oh.
Okay, I've gotten all the stars, right? Yeah, I've got the stars, so I can end the performance now. Is it pause performance? I'm so confused. How do I back out of combat after I've already done it?
How do you what?
Back out of combat once I've already done the requirements. It's like, oh, you can back out now and you can still get your stars. And I'm like, okay. And then I try to do it and it's like, if you back out, we're going to take everything from you. Your house, your family, your cart. And I'm like, what? Hold up. Whenever it comes back up again, because I just had to restart. So that was... It just like made me restart. That was so weird. I didn't read something correctly for sure. That has to have happened. Okay. I'm gonna kill 9 out of 9 things to get the Stella. Oh, I just have to abandon challenge, huh? That's what I bet I have to do. There we go. Yeah, I just have to abandon. I don't have to back out, hit the back out button. I just have to abandon. Well, there's Kachina. Come at the right time. Alright. Let's get a random companion. Oh, Raiden's here. I need support still. Let's go Beto. That's tough. Did not want to have to do that, but that's okay. Okay, let's do a Navia and Kachina. Let's throw in Yaimiko and Beto. A little double Electro, double Geo.
Right here. Emerge. Eyes on me. Attack!
Oh, I forgot you guys got that stupid shield on.
Fellow warfare, I guess. Feeling lucky? Haha. No. Right now, emerge. I'm always watching.
Might have to redo the performance there. That was kind of stupid on my part.
This one's got your
back at you. Ow.
Emerge right now.
Excuse you. Did not allow you to just walk away like that.
This one's got your name on it. Feeling lucky?
Yeah, there we go. Nice. Okay. Kuchasara. Don't need any other Geo characters now. Okay, random character. Let's go Raiden. Okay,
Stay close and
perfect.
you will live.
Elite battle, huh? It's Act 7. 8, 9, 10, okay. 7. Let's do the initial battle. Okay, so I've got 7, which means I've got 2 more big battles, but I've got 4 battles I need to think about in general here. That dude has a Geo shield on him. That'd be nice to take off. Do you know what the last bosses in this were, or no?
I 6th stage was the Geo thing that you can plunge with.
Yeah, I'm already... Wait.
8?
Yeah,
I forget.
7... yeah, 8...
I just don't remember.
8 looks like... It's very weird. It's not a boss. It looks like just a regular mechanic thing in Fontaine. Like just like the little mechanic, like 4-legged drone things. Unless that's the...
It might be Capellia or Capellius, now that I remember.
No, it's not. Not that it doesn't look like it, at least. That's not Capellia or Capellius, for sure.
Oh.
6, that I just finished, was the... It wasn't the gravity. It wasn't the gravity boy. It was the mechanical... golem that's like a horse body. Forgot what
Oh
those
yeah,
called.
the centaur.
Yeah, centaur.
Oh, okay. Then floor 8 might be what I'm talking about. I don't know what.
Wait, I can look at opponent's details. What am I doing? Veteran arithmetic enhancer mech.
Yeah, that's the one that. Yeah, okay, okay. So I was thinking that was the 6th stage. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's the What's it called?
It's a little spider thingy, and he goes into a state where you can jump really high.
Yeah, sorry, I was thinking of Gravity Boy, the actual boss, but that's the local legend. Okay, that's what you're talking about. I'm gonna need Geo for that then.
Preferably, just to get rid of that shield.
I was about to say, actually, I don't necessarily then, actually, if I think about it. Actually.
As long as you have a Claymore, I feel like Gaming would actually be pretty good for that fight.
I'll keep him for that then. Not sure if he'll be able to do any damage though, because his damage takes quite a fall off if he's not vaporizing. I mean, he was doing 70k or whatever on vaporize, but then as soon as I got rid of Yelan, he was hitting like 20 something, maybe 30. Alright. Well, I just need to get through this. Okay, let's think about this here. Do I use up my Arlecchino? This is 7, which means I have 8, 9, and 10 to go through. As long as the next battle I don't have to use Raiden. Let's try this with, I don't know, Hu Tao? Or should I use up Raiden now? This is such an interesting taste.
Come on. Okay.
This is going to be very interesting. I just have none of the supports that could make Hu Tao strong. I should have used someone's Shan Yun. I didn't even grab anybody's supporting cast member, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think I grabbed someone's C6 Arlecchino, saved it for the last 2.
Yeah, I mean, I have the C3 Raiden and the C2 Arlecchino. There's 3 charges between them, but I have Acts 7, 8, 9, and 10 to go through, so I can't... I've got to use somebody either now on 7, which is just a regular battle. So I mean, I could... Okay, there's no hurt in trying this and seeing if it works. And if it doesn't, oh well. Let's see what happens here. Why does this work?
There we go.
So this is not going to work out well. It was working out at first, but it's just, it takes too long. I might have to use Raiden here. Alright. That's not what I wanted to happen. You... I hate this. That was so stupid. That was dumb. That was dumb. That was very, very bad. I was trying to switch over to a different character. Trying to use there we go. Come on, come on, come on. Excuse me, why did that not do damage? Like almost an invincible state right there. That was not cool. Yeah, Raiden made quick work of that. But I lose a Beidou and a charge on both Shivers, Raiden, and... Okay, got a Bennett out of it though. Thank goodness. Holy cow, I've needed an extra backup. Okay. I've got to use this on a companion. I'll grab Dookie out of that. Refresh. Okay, do I either... Could use Gaming through this. And upgrade this while I'm at it. Let's just upgrade. And then use Gaming for this plunge. Okay. Let's see here. Gaming. Kachina. Kuki Bennett. This is just a weird team comp.
Out of my way! Stand with me! Shrilling down! Let her rip!
Mighty mythical beast.
Going in!
That entire time I did not have a Pookie. I mean, Ben first, that was.
Light it up! This way!
Okay. If I actually use my Bender Burst correctly, then I might actually finish that on time. Or I used up Shevers. Get rid of Kachina. Make a correct overload team out of this.
Our bond is strong! Everybody stand! Justice will prevail! Final one!
Up to it, Monsai. The feeling.
This way! Stop right there!
Stop it now.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Stand with me! Final warning! US!
Many happy returns.
That's insane. I barely missed the cutoff point by 2 seconds.
Ooh.
Ugh. That's actually so annoying.
Mighty mythical beast.
Going in! Hands right! Bond is strong! Stop right there!
Many happy returns.
Everybody stand! Stand with me! Marathon!
I just don't think I can do it with this team. Either the rotation's just a tad bit off, or I'm just a tad bit off.
It may be the latter. I'm just kidding.
Bruh. Thanks for the confidence boost.
Just kidding.
Going in! I'll settle this!
Alright, here we go.
You asked for it! Drop your weapons!
Mighty mythical beast.
Ow.
Halo really calls Lynx Lynxy.
Everybody stand! Our bond is strong! Final warning! Let's light it up!
Many happy returns.
No. Oh my goodness. His health is so low. I missed it by, I think, a second. I missed it by 1 second again. Oh my goodness. Ah. If my Gaming was built for overload, this would be insane. I wish I could switch his weapon over to like Wolf's Gravestone or something. Ugh. I guess that'd be kind of broken though. Nope, messed up the rotation. Stupid. I'm trying to switch to another character and instead it's popping Gaming's burst. And I'm like, you know what? You. Come on. Slowly but surely.
Our bond is strong. Everybody stand back. Hands right and see 'em. Drop your weapon.
Mini happy returns.
Come on. This is like one of the most annoying fights I've ever had in my entire life here.
Stand with me. Go in. Stop right there.
Up to it, Monzai.
Everybody stand back. Miracle. You asked for it.
I missed it by a second again. I freaking.
Yikes.
I'm doing this, and I could totally switch over to another team. But number one, I'm so close. And number two, I want to prove that like 4 stars can actually correctly go through this. Now then again, this is an overload team, but Gaming's not built for this team at all. And it's a Kuki as well that's being the support here. The Electro character. This could definitely be way faster with like a Fischl or a Yaimiko or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. I'm gonna like punch my desk, which I shouldn't do that because it's glass and it would shatter and everything would go everywhere and that would not be smart. But holy cow. I'm gonna go to one of those rooms where like you can just like break stuff and you just have to like pay to do it.
Go in. Hands right and see 'em. Drop your weapon.
Mighty mythical beast.
Honestly, it might be my rotation is off and just messed up. Maybe I'm just doing the rotation wrong.
Our bond is strong. Stop right there. Everybody stand back.
Mini happy returns.
Let's freaking go. Holy cow. 59 seconds. Beat it by 11 seconds. Yeah, I think the rotation
Nice.
was off that time. Lisa. Lisa's gonna get more damage out than... I'm not even gonna use them, to be honest with you, but... You're not getting used, but... Since you're not getting used, I should probably do something like this. Let's refresh. That's a free
Oh, no.
mystery cache. I'm not sure I want to do that because last time I did the mystery cache, it hurt me rather than helped me. Alright, what are the characters I got left? Okay, well, considering these are the last two, I can go with this cryo boss here, and then that would put me with my Arlecchino here, and then Raiden can take the... what's it called at the end? The algorithm. which is smart because catalyzed reactions. I really wish I had Yai Miko here, actually. Oh, wait, I could use Lisa with that team. No more Chevers, though, so the Overload team's kind of gone, but... okay. Alright, normal battle here. Wait, no. The free mystery cache can't hurt me because it's not like more characters are going to hurt or anything like that. Or less characters are going to hurt because I already have everything. One random character with 0 vigor can return. Okay. Okay, let's hope that
Every
this
time I
is...
use that, it brings the absolute worst
It just
possible
brought me
character, and I'm like,
Ningguang.
really? Yeah.
Let's refresh one more time. I can get a random companion. Oh, yay. Who's it going to give me? Oh, I can't even do it.
Let's get this show on the road.
Okay. That's great. Pyro characters have an advantage. That's fine. I'm using Arlecchino for this fight anyways. I'd rather use my Raiden with the Shilonen and the Lisa and the Bennett. That's going to be a pretty strong team. Arlecchino can kind of just solo carry. So, Yunjin, Kuki, and I guess technically Kujosara because she gives a buff to attack. So I guess this could work. I mean, this is a very weird team, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Man, it's so sad not being able to hear Kachina. Like, out of all the voices, Kachina is actually like...
They just actually
I mean,
did her well.
they're all good. They're all good, but like, man, Kachina's is a really, really good one.
Right, no, yeah, I totally get you.
It's actually very hard to actually choose. If I had to choose one voice that would be left out, maybe Kanish, but not a How either at the same time. Because a How has to be heard. He may be a little annoying, but he's also hilarious, so it's okay. It's not all the time like Paimon.
I finished that way too early. I think I did that in under 30 seconds. I finished at 43, but I did 3 out of 2 of the things I needed to do. Ooh, yay, I get to have a... That's absolutely useless. This was the first theater I couldn't get enough cast for Insane Mode. How much do you need for Insane Mode? Is it 16 or higher? I don't even think I could get, I think 16 is the lowest you can get, and I think 20 is where you get all the buffs, I think, right? But yeah, 16 characters, especially these elements, unless you've focused, like I have just a lot of Electro and Pyro characters, it's 2 out of 3 of my favorite elements, so that I've just built extremely well, so I kind of got lucky on this round. Plus, I was waiting to do this until I got Shilonen. Just give me, number 1, an extra character, but also I wanted to do this with Shilonen, and I didn't want to have to come back and do it later, so.
Shilonen probably was pretty good, or would have been really, really good for the Geo boss.
I actually didn't use her for that. I wanted to keep her for the end. I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I didn't have a lot of trouble because I looked ahead and I was like, okay, I'll use the trial Chiori with my Zhongli. It was just like and do like just some kind of double Geo, double whatever team.
Mm.
And it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, my last team, I think I'm gonna
Zhongli
go
removes so much
Raiden,
Geo shield.
Shilonen, Bennett, and probably Lisa. Give the double Electro Resonance so I can get burst back easier, which, I mean, Raiden's going to be the battery for the team. And those characters, Bennett has a low energy cost, and so does Shilonen. They're both at 60. Raiden's the only one with a high. I don't know what Lisa's burst cost is, actually. Oh, it's 80. My Lisa is... Yeah, my Lisa is built for... Oh my goodness, she's a 40 over 213. Why do I have such a low crit rate on her? Well, then again, she's built for a totally different team too. I think it was moving pieces around. I had to have been. Or I was gonna get to it and never got to it. That's probably what happened actually, if I think about it correctly. I'm just sitting there. Oh yeah, I'll get back to her for sure. No issues. Although something just happened. Some odd reason my... Alright, here we go. That was weird. Alright. Oh my goodness. Orlin, what characters do you have at least? I know that these are three really weird elements, especially to be putting together. At least Cryo and Animo, like, there's a lot of like Animo supports that are pretty good, and you know, I know the DPSs probably aren't as collected, maybe, but I think Pyro and Electro probably have some of the most collected DPSs, probably along with Hydro. Wouldn't you say the same, Rift?
I'm sorry, say again?
Like Electro and Pyro kind of have like the most collected characters. You know what I mean? Like the most people have those types of the
yeah.
elements. Probably Hydro as well. Like those are the
Probably.
top three that I could think of. But Geo is just
Yeah.
a curveball.
Hydro has not a lot of 4 stars. I think a lot of people go for... Well, I don't know. I would be curious to see, like, if we took all of the accounts and, like, took the percentage of how many accounts have at least one Hydro 5-star versus not, it'd be more than not. Probably 70%. Just because there's only, like, 3 4-star Hydro, being Barbara, Candace, Xingqiu. That's it. Which is why we need one.
I totally did that wrong. Restart performance. And of course,
But yeah, I would definitely agree with Pyro, Electro for like what people have. There are also a lot of Cryo 4-stars, but they don't get used as much, I would say. They get used, just not as much. Yeah, I mean Bennett Xiangling. That can be thrown all over the place. Really good. And Electric, that Beto, Visual. There's just a lot of... Yeah, as far as like how many characters there are, I would, like off the top of my head, think that Pyro and Electro have the most.
Right. I mean, that was at least my thought, so...
I'm actually really curious now that you said that. I want to go look at it.
Yeah, no, Raiden made easy.
I just can't right now.
That is a disgusting team, and I totally forgot. Lisa actually did really well with that team. So Raiden, Shilonen, Lisa, Bennett. Kind of forgot that I think it's one of her constellations, but Lisa decreases the electro resistance of enemies inside her ult field. I think in her C2, C4.
That's her second passive. Her
it's her
A4
second
passive decreases defense by like 15%.
Yeah, so that was actually, because of that, that was actually pretty good. Like that was pretty nice. I did not expect that team to do well at all. Then again, I didn't expect half those teams to do well. But the buffs I think that I gained helped me in the early stages. So. Alright. I hope the next, they bring out Envisaged Echoes that I actually like. No offense.
Wait, what did you say?
I hope they bring out Envisaged Echoes that I actually like and don't have to feel like I have to pull.
Dude, like an Arlecchino
looks so cool.
Echo with like the crimson feather effect, that would be cool.
Yes, it would. There is a lot of them. I have a feeling they're not going to touch any new characters though. Because they only have... I have Diluc and Jean open. I could grab Catchings next time. So out of like some of the new characters they bring, if I only like one of them, I can grab Catchings. You know what I mean? I can grab Catchings and then I can grab one of the new characters. But if I like both new characters, I'm going to grab theirs instead of Catchings. But because you kind of always have to grab two.
On the best one so far.
Oh yeah, his definitely looks the
really
best.
Cool looking.
Diluc's actually, I was kind of surprised
Scales.
by. It actually
He
looks
looks
pretty good.
too. He was the first one I went after.
Does Chi-Chi's have the little talisman like markings on it? Because
I
if so,
think
that'd be pretty
so,
cool.
but it also has like little ghosts
That
that
would
trail behind her.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Because
Kinda
if
look
you
like-
have the
they
little
kinda look like
talismans
the
on it,
palace
that's pretty
ghost.
solid. Although they might save that for Shenhe.
No, I can't remember if they do actually have talismans. The ghosts are bigger if they are there.
Okay.
The ghost is kind of the main thing.
Interesting. Very interesting. Not gonna lie, that was yeah, I mean I would like to say that like that was a good like I'm not trying to say that it wasn't a good Imaginarium theater, but I can definitely see where some people might have some issues. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Especially having the amount of characters to do insane mode or the best mode or whatever, the longest mode. I forgot what it's called. Takes me a while to open that stupid book. Visionary mode. Visionary difficulty can be quite challenging. Be properly prepared before beginning this performance.
I don't know why, but you sound in my head. You were somehow reminded me of Lenny
I will.
when you.
I'm not sure if I should take that as a compliment or.
You just kind of sounded. I don't know. That's just where my brain went.
I don't even know what I was going for. I was just going for a voice. I don't know what it was, but it's very interesting you said Lenny. I'll take it. I have a lot of
Well, you
5-star
sound like
characters.
Damon Mills.
Oh, okay. Not
But
haven't heard
specifically
his
Lenny, not Blade.
him specifically. Yeah, I think that's just a totally different tone of voice. That's why. I have a lot of 5-star characters from a year ago,
Or
and almost
Aventurine.
all 4 stars that I don't have enough resources to rise. Oh, okay. So you don't have enough of the 4 stars to really bring up to level 70. That's fair. Lisa was technically my first like DPS in the game, so because at the beginning of the game there really wasn't. I mean, I didn't get Batman until a little bit later. I think actually, hold up, we can see who was my first character. You should be able to go by like when you got the character in the character archive. Although I guess if you go by characters owned, maybe it'll do that. No, it doesn't. Okay. It just puts them in terms of when they released, not when you got them. Okay, so wait, who was my first 5-star then? I think it was Chi-Chi. Okay, Chi-Chi is 10/25/2020. Gina didn't get until very recent. Yep. I got D-Luke 12/12. Mona was at the beginning of 2023. Jean was at 4/8/2023. Catching was 4/6/2021. Let's say I know I've had her for a while. That's it. So Chi-Chi was my first 5-star character. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Let the Chi-Chis rise. Yeah, I do have her at level 80.
We'll join this revolution.
I'm surprised I've been playing this game for 4 years, and I'm not free to play either. So I've definitely pulled a lot. But I only have her at C2.
I think mine's C1.
I think I'm happy about that, but also like a little bit saddened that I don't have more Chi-Chis. This is a funny thing too. I've got like the C1 Tainari, which you want. The I don't even know Chi-Chi. I mean, technically, I guess her C6 is what everybody actually cares about. If you were to care about her at all. Dia's C1, which I have. Mona, I think her C1 is the Electrocharge. Oh, okay, wait a minute. You actually, hold up. Rift. Would you have, you would, alright, so you know how Electrocharge is going to get a damage increase in the future?
Yes.
C1 Mona increases Electrocharge damage by 15%.
Yes. Basically all Hydra-related damage. Which is something.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying that that's gonna do well. Do not quote me on that because it's probably not. But
I mean,
I
it's
mean-
something.
I mean, you have the
The
Omen that you
newer
already play,
has
so they're
the
already
unlock-
getting more damage dealt to them. Like they're taking more damage anyways. The electrocharge
Right.
gets just an extra stack on top of it.
I've been really, really liking using Mona with Mualani. I've been talking about that a lot recently, but it's really good. I would say
like a Hydro
right
support that
now in the
actually helps
game,
her. To be honest with you.
for Mona specifically, like in her perspective, I think one of her best teams is with Mualani right now.
She's good with any
It
character
works-
that actually she
works
can help with the double
100%.
hydro to get the HP increase, but she doesn't
Mhm.
do off-field damage like Farina or Xingqiu or Yelan and mess up rotations or sorry mess up vaporizes for Mualani. So yeah, Mona definitely is like the reason you have an extremely strong character. Barbara could technically be there as well, but Mona gives that huge debuff. So like.
I'd straight up just wouldn't use Barbara, me personally.
What? You wouldn't use Barbara?
Not for that team.
Oh, Jack Frost is in the chat. That's... Oh, Jack Frost is okay. Never mind, actually. I don't know if you watched that movie. There's a movie called Jack Frost. It's a good movie. I never got Chi-Chi from pulling. That's just ironic. The person named Jack Frost never got Chi-Chi. That's just kind of insane. I just got her from anniversary gift in the last pull. Oh, okay. So when you wait, anniversary gift, did you choose her as your standard 5-star or did you like? Okay, no. You said so you never got her from pulling, so you chose her. You had to have legitimately chosen her. That's actually insane. She's a pretty solid healer though, like all things considered. Like if you just go full blown into
she's
attack
amazing.
and ER, like you do it with this brand new character that no one knows anymore. You know, this brand new character that is the movie is called Rise of the Guardian. No, I don't know if it's that. No, not that one. That one I think is like the animated movie of Jack Frost. I'm not talking about the actual Jack Frost. I'm talking about oh, what is that movie? What is it called? Jack Frost movie. Yeah, Jack Frost, made in 1998. It was Michael Keaton. That's who it was. Not the animated movie. That's a different one. That's the newer one, I think, right? That they made like an animated, white-haired kid thing. Yeah, that was in 2012. I'm talking about the 1998 Jack Frost. That is a really sad movie, but also really cool. Totally a good Christmas movie, like watch for sure. And I know, right? I love Cryo and Chi-Chi is adorable. Chi-Chi is a pretty cool character. Like, all things considered, everybody makes fun of her just because they don't want to get her. But, like, Chi-Chi is a pretty cool character. I just don't have her built because the state of Cryo... It's my favorite element, but the state of Cryo right now is absolutely abominable. The only Cryo character I don't have is Ganyu. If that tells you anything. But never got her from playing since 2022. Isn't that when you started Rift? Technically, like actually getting into the game was 2022?
Yeah, it was like May
Yeah, okay, yeah.
or something like that. It was around 2.6 or 2.7.
Oh yeah, then oh wow, you're coming up on your, well, it's past 2 years now, but... Oh, that's right, because it was the Chasm. I remember, because you got Yelan as your first limited 5-star character.
Mm-hmm.
And that was actually really strong because you already grabbed D-Luke and you had Xingqiu and you had both of them already put together.
And Bennett.
and then
so I
yeah.
was running just D-Luke, Yelan, Xingqiu, Bennett for a long time.
Everyone
Still
complains
a
it's
pretty
stupid
good
Cryo.
team.
Sorry, what?
I was just yapping about my D-Luke team back in the day.
Oh.
I was just saying how like it's still potentially good up till now.
Yeah, I think honestly, I tried it the other day, and if you put the right artifacts on and you do things correctly, it still can be a strong team. It's not Hu Tao and it's not Arlecchino, but it's still not a
Right.
useless team. Now,
Yeah, it feels about
the
right.
meta slaves are
considering
gonna
it's a
get mad at
standard.
us for saying that, but oh well. Everyone complains about the state of Cryo. Okay, that's the thing, is that Cryo is... There are just certain characters that are good for Cryo. It's just a very weird position that it's in right now. Freeze is good, but a lot of the Spiral Abyss and whatnot is focused on bosses that can't get frozen. So characters like Ayaka that really bank on getting the full buff from their Blizzard Strayer set, getting that extra 20% crit rate, really does mean a lot for them. For instance, I have her and her weapon. She said exactly 40% crit rate. I'm either changing from a 60 to an 80% crit rate, so it's still there. Eula, which that's just a fake Cryo character at that point. Love her to death, amazing character, but she's fake Cryo. She's a straight physical character. Ganyu is about the closest thing you're gonna get right now to quote unquote meta in terms of like the meta, but she's just still far off. Risley is probably behind her on par with what you'll see in Ayaka possibly. But in my personal opinion, Risley just goes better off of Melt, which is, number one, extremely hard to do, and number two, it's just difficult with a character like Xiangling to do it with. Shenhe's pretty good as a support character for the reaction itself. Shenhe's actually extremely good. It's just... I don't know. Like, Shenhe just... she's the great support. It's kind of like having Xilonen or Kazuha or whatever for all the late game stuff. But, like, she just doesn't have a DPS that can just be at the top of the game like the others. Fake Cryo, LOL. Yeah, no, legitimately. Love Eula, but fake Cryo. Same thing with Fremine. Oh, does that mean Fremine is fake too? Yes, it does. I'm sorry, Rift. You and Cosby Lock are in the same boat.
No, it's true.
I do like their demeanor, though. If you've noticed, actually, a lot of the Cryo characters, it's very interesting. Mika, I think, is like the only Cryo character that doesn't fit the bill of Cryo characters. You know what I mean?
What do you... I guess...
Oh, maybe not. Diona as well. They have like a lot of... like... Okay, Rosaria. She was a literal, like... I don't even know what you would call it. Like a scoundrel or a, like... What are those? What are they called?
Wasn't she a bandit?
Bandit. That's the word I was looking for. She was a bandit that got literally, like, because of, I think, Grandmaster Varka, she basically forcibly got put into the church for Genshin, for the Knights of Favonius, to kind of just like straighten her out. Which, as I say that, she immediately pulls out a knife, and as you know, has not fallen to that correctly at all. You've got Chongyun, who, I mean, yeah, he's not like a dark character like you might see in like Rosario or something like that, but he's not like a happy-go-lucky character.
Yeah, he has all those like yin and yang spirits or whatever that he has to control.
He's kind of like a...
Which is why he like looks up to Auntie Shenhe.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well maybe not. The more I'm looking at other characters, the more I'm getting like proving myself wrong. But like Fremine,
like, oh wait, well, never mind.
Fremine, you got like that more timid, quiet spirit that's just like get the job done. Especially since he is technically, okay, he's not a harbinger, but he was raised by them. Kaya is, I want to see old Kaya when he doesn't have all the sassiness to him. Kind of see him before that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, was there a time when he wasn't like that?
I'm gonna guess probably when he was younger, like when him and D-Luke were like, you know, didn't want to, you know, slice each other's heads off, and when they were more like brothers, which they are now, but like, you know, that weird period of time when the game started that they weren't.
Yeah.
But like Fremine is, it's just so funny because like Fremine, you got like a little bit of a like depressive aura. Same thing with like Rosaria, similar to what you see in Chongyun. Chi-Chi is just like deadpan. It's almost like Cryo, that they're just like deadpan of emotions. But then you have characters. Yeah, but then you have characters like Kaya, Mika, and Diona that just flip the script. And Charlotte. You see, the more I'm looking at other characters, the more I'm like, okay, never mind. This just completely changes everything I was talking about. Chongyun like is upset constantly because he is too good at driving away spirits, so he can never exercise them. That's because he's too strong. Kaya is from Conria. Yes, but we don't know specifically when him and Diluc were growing up together when they were like brothers. I kind of want to see that like whole idea. So that's depressing. Oh, okay. He's from Conria, so I guess that's depressing. I mean, I guess that's fair. If they don't do anything with Kaya when we learn more about Conria, because we haven't heard too much about him. You know what I mean?
Say again?
We got like Kaya. We didn't really get too much from him in recency about a lot of. We've gotten so much information about Conria and all this other stuff in the past few years,
Oh yeah,
and we've maybe got like
I
one or
think the
two
last
tidbits of
time we had
information
anything
from him.
specifically was whenever
event.
he had the second oh, what am I trying to say?
I mean,
Those little quests you could do with the characters. He had a second one of those, not story quests, but the one where
hangout.
goodness, yes, the hangout events. We had a second hangout event where we get the, and then we also got the skin. He actually, I talked a little bit about it, not much, but a little bit in that with Conria, and Minsleaf was like all over it because Dansleif was involved.
Interesting. Of course, Minsleaf was all over it because Dansleif was in. Yeah, anyways. The chapter or interlude when we go back to Mondstadt will be legendary. Yes. I'm waiting for that because that should happen here. So in 5 I'm hoping in 5.6 or something, when we get that interlude in Natlan is when we go back. So he showed up in the Sumeru Archon quest as well. Well, yeah, that's what we were talking about. That's also I think when he got the skin, right? Was during the Archon quest time period when that event came out. Because that's this whole
something like that.
That's this whole vibe he's got on his skin. But anyways, either way, I'd like to see more out of Kaya. Cool character. We had a really strong cast actually at the beginning of the game, all things considered. Like, okay, Amber was a little bit blank, but like Jean, Lisa, Kaya, especially Lisa and Kaya, they've actually kind of come back and forth a lot to kind of give us like their backgrounds are very interesting. For instance, Lisa was a lot more connected with Sumeru. We kind of saw that connection more. Kaya being connected kind of all the way through until we get more information about Conria. I think the most depressing thing about Kaya is the fact that he is the cavalry captain in Teyvat. Yeah. Well, how is that? Wait, how is that depressing? Did you ever do that Mondstadt commission over and over again? That's what I did. They kept on asking what the different titles of the people in Mondstadt were. And it's like, what is Kaya's official
oh yeah,
like title?
yeah.
And it's like, you know, cavalry captain. Lisa was librarian, and Amber is
you had to like ask him with the
glider.
soldiers at the front gate.
Yeah.
I think what was his name, Han or something?
Something like that. That dude. That's very. Those were that commission popped up constantly. I got to a point where I didn't even read it anymore. I just clicked the correct one. That was a Klee event. Summer Klee event was when he got it. I think that's what it was. He got it during the summer event. Oh, he's a cavalry captain without any horses.
Basically.
That is such a weird back-to-back comment, by the way. Cavalry captain without any horses, therefore makes him depressed. And then it's like cosplay lock right after that is just like dandelion tights. I'm just. Have I seen any horse in Teyvat? We don't talk about that. You know?
Oh my goodness. Dandelion tights.
That makes too
It's
much
like
sense, and we don't make
weird.
sense here. That's not what we do. Just dandelion tights, just. Now that I have Jean, I kind of feel like I should go back and get her skin. But I do like her original skin. Her regular skin isn't that bad. Alright. Well, I've done all that I can. We tried to get new pieces for Zhao, and that didn't work because I can't get a crit damage circlet to actually go into crit rate ever.
Yeah, it never works.
So
I love how I coincidentally hop on one of Ziox's stream like recently, and of course he's already instantly just talking about Vermilion somehow.
he's been doing that a lot recently, actually. Just been
so
seeing it on
funny.
social media.
like someone was asking in his comments some question about how to build this or what should I do with my resin, and Zax was like, okay, so yeah, you should go farm Vermilion. Why? Because it's a great set, and if you don't have Zhao, you need Pull Zhao. Pull Zhao, like, cause Zhao is just great. Like my Zhao,
Insane.
is the typical.
Alright, I'm gonna switch scenes real quick. We're gonna go over to Star Rail.
I'm gonna rail your stars.
Just what?
The assumption that every person has somewhere to call home is naive. I
Really?
That can mean whatever you want it to mean.
That's only that I'm pretty sure can only be taken one way, sir. Right, here we go. That's just so.
I mean, the way I see it, you know, there's all kinds of possibilities.
Oh, what's up, Jay? You came at a very interesting time in the conversation here. Rift is talking
We
about
went
railing
from
my
0 to
stars.
100.
How are you today? I pulled Zhao just to complete the Emo Boys collection. Fair. I think he was definitely one of my first 5-star character. Like, standard. Might have been my first, actually.
Osbelock, I love Suit Lolly even more than I thought I would too, which is crazy.
Wait, where did he say something about that lolly? Oh, there it is.
I have no idea if he said anything about. Oh, well, that makes sense.
No, he didn't. Okay, I was like, what?
I can't see your stream or your chat. I'm literally just on a call with you.
Oh, that's fair. I was just like, where did Sit Lolly come from? I was like, huh? Why are we bringing up her?
Aura, Sit Lolly vibes.
I just tried to start Star Rail and it's not starting.
I think you were totally right. She's basically like a purple Farazan.
Huh?
Like she's Farazan, but purple theme.
I don't know how to feel about that.
How do you feel about what?
A purple Farazan. I just gotta put it in my brain and let it sit there for a second. Well, I was about to say the most diabolical thing, but I'll keep it to myself.
Who's that?
Yeah,
Cosby Lock?
yeah. And I'm glad you did. Because...
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for having some restraint. Thank you, Rift. All my gang love Sit Lolly. Crazy. All of you are crazy. Not say she's not
Crazy.
cool.
I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. A rubber room.
And forced you to not pull.
And what?
Next time a 4-star comes up on the banner, I'm just gonna hijack your account so you can't get into it. Just not pull for 42 days. I'll do everything for you. I'll get all your stuff done, but I'll just like not allow you to pull. You just don't get the 1 4-star.
That would
How to actually get Rift mad. Why are all the Natlan characters so likable? Because all of them are awesome. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, they literally... It's a lot of mobility is probably number 1. But number 2, Natlan is like the best area. So, prove me wrong. I love Farazan. Purple Heart. Yes. I'm yet to find a character from Natlan who I do not like. Yes, Purple Farazan. Grannies make sense. Fair enough. I mean, technically, that's not wrong, actually. Oh, yeah. Oh, yay. Let's go, capped. I'll say, if I was going to cap on anything, either one of these two, it would be Star Rail. Just because Star Rail has the ability to overcap. Jay, by the way, you're a real one for doing the, you know, using my characters. Phone wallpaper. I don't want to switch it. I like this one. I like the Planet Festivities. It's a pretty good one. Have you guys talked about the Archon quest? Did you guys like it or have you not done it? I have not done it yet. So I was without power for a while. Then I had to catch up on videos. And then after videos, I'm still fighting YouTube right now to make my stinking, how do I even say this? I'm trying to set up something in YouTube and to get monetized, and it's just not working. And I tried multiple different ways to fix it and do things, and YouTube is not very helpful, not gonna lie. So I was dealing with that, so that also pushed back some days where I was making videos, which put out the Shilonen guide yesterday. So
No
yeah,
shot.
no time to do the
One
Dark
of-
Conquest so far.
One of the choices in the dialogue here in Star Rail is bro is just being a bit of a weeb. I kid you not, is one of my dialogue options.
I mean, they've
That's
brought
hilarious.
up like a lot of weird, funny
They
stuff.
have brought
They
up a lot of weird,
Riz
like,
at
references.
some
Yeah,
point,
yeah.
So
It's just so
not
funny.
Not surprised if I'm being honest.
So I picked that option, and Zila's like, "What's that supposed to mean?"
I don't know, Tila. I don't know.
Don't worry about it.
The mood is set just right. Let the show begin.
It's so funny.
Every petal in life.
I had like no sleep last night either. Right. Well, I hope you enjoy the quest when you get to it. I definitely will.
Dreams do come true.
Dude, Sit Lolly's design,
I am
so good.
nothing short of a Natlan simp, so.
Eternal.
Love everything Natlan, so I'm pretty sure I'll like it. I liked the first quest and when no one else really did. I liked 5.0. I still think it's better than Star Rail. I mean, Sumeru. People are gonna call me crazy for that though.
Stay in step.
Some value, I suppose. Attack detected.
You're welcome. Yes, thank you, Jay. You're awesome. Perfection. So I don't have to worry about it. Your 40 or like 20,000 credits is near and dear to my heart. It's much thanks. I honestly think that no matter what, I'm gonna enjoy Genshin Story. Just Genshin Story just is never a problem.
All will be swept away by the wind.
I mean, yeah, basically.
Like I think the lowest story for me is still an 8 out of 10. So like,
Stay in step.
and that's just like personal feeling. It's not like they did anything wrong. Like it's legitimately just like preference.
Step up, let's see ya.
We allowed to talk about rumors here? I mean, yeah, I really don't care. I mean, if people don't want to see it, it's all rumors. So like, if you want to, go ahead. But that's the thing about rumors and speculations and whatnot, is that we have no clue what's actually going to happen. So just don't talk about anything that's like story. Nothing about story. Because myself, mainly, I haven't done any of the story, but also other people might not have either.
This is more set.
I don't feel like redoing that ultimate and then not using it.
How's this taste?
So this is the warmth of life.
Alright. I'ma just let autoplay. See how much autoplay screws up a
All
rotation.
will be swept away by the wind.
The smart thing would be to wait for...
Friends?
Okay, see, that was not a smart thing.
Dreams do come true.
That was not smart either. He's gonna use this ultimate, even though he should have waited for Ruana's skill to be used. Using the skill there is actually kind of crazy. Should hit the guy. Yep, okay, that was smart. Okay, don't use a skill. You only have 2 skill points. Do a basic attack. Good, now do a skill with Ruana. Okay. Somehow knows what's going on with... Okay, that was not a smart decision. That hurt her though. I might really actually play again. Oh yeah, Herta supposedly coming out. Herta, like the new Herta looks like pretty cool. So about Solali, I heard she will be in standard. That is the discussion. That is the talk right now. Yes. I like that the game can play itself. Yep. let's say actually our next interact post is probably gonna bring that up, probably next week. All the leaks that came out literally right after we put our last interact post out, which with our interact post just goes over all speculations and whatnot. But that is the idea. So Lolly might possibly be on the standard, which is going to be good for a lot of players that actually want her, but can't really do much about it. You know what I mean? Can't get her. Trying to get Malwika. Trying to get other characters. It just might be, you know, that might be helpful for them. Is my point. I love interact posts. And interact posts love you. Even though they can't do any loving.
All
I'm
will
pretty
be
sure,
swept
like,
away by the
overall,
wind.
the interact posts are very, that's the thing though about all that type of stuff, is that you never know what's gonna happen. Like, that's the funny thing, because we thought a lot of things, but, like, every week just there's something new. That's the great thing about, like, speculation and stuff like that. That's why I like it. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, though, for sure. Oh, I did it. Oh my goodness.
Eternal.
Okay, is he gonna use an ultimate here? Yeah, he did. Wow. If Silali is a banner character, Riff, would you go for her?
I would heavily consider it.
Because you're just saving for Malwika, right?
I'm saving for Venti and Malwika.
That's right, yeah.
This is more than acceptable.
It's gonna be very
Take
interesting.
your positions.
It's gonna be tight too, because I basically I have like 20 to 30 pulls right now, so
Mm.
I'm hard pressed. Hopefully I
enough.
get lucky.
Stay inside.
Existence is unity.
But thankfully, saving for the rest of this patch, which is about what 30 something days, because we just started.
Yeah, it should be.
I'm not pulling first half because I'm not gonna go after Chaska or Klee is the supposed character alongside of her. Venti would be second half. So I've got well over 50, 60 days.
I was about to say, I think 5.1, the estimated primo gem
All
count
will be
was
swept away by the wind.
92
Friend?
for Battle Pass and Welcome Moon.
Yeah. So I should be okay.
Let me check.
Eternal.
I literally found this the other day. What happened? Oh, there it is. Yeah, 92 including welcome. Oh, 100 including welcome and battle pass. So 100 pulls.
Okay. So I have like around 150, give or take.
Friend?
160 maybe.
Right now or then?
Well, I have about 20 to 30 now. If all the way up to 5.2, another 90 to 100. That
All
puts me
will be
at
swept
110,
away by the
120-ish, or whatever. 120, 130. Let's just say 120.
Yeah.
Then 5.2 drops. I'm still not pulling in the first phase, so I still have 21 days there. That's if that's the patch cut in half, it's 40, give or take pulls.
Right.
Let's improvise.
So that's why I said about 150, 160.
Existence is unity.
Trying to lower it just a little bit because I'm not gonna like
No, that's
explore
fair.
it, look at everything. But I do have to explore because of the limited exploration rewards. So I'm
right.
going to prioritize Natlan before going back to Sumeru to catch up,
Confidence.
which is fine because all of it will be done at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It just means I'll get to skip Natlan and go from Fontaine to Shineznaya or something. If it
Take your
takes me that
positions.
long, I don't expect it to really.
Right. Wait, you are one of the Gotcha Interact duos. Yeah, so this is my separate channel away from Gotcha Interact. But yes, both of us are from Gotcha Interact, but I am one of them. Yes. That's why the voice sounded familiar. Yeah. I already spent $200 on Sit Lolly, so if she is bad, I'm gonna riot. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut, because standard characters don't have the best reputation. I have the Genesis crystals. Oh, okay. Yeah. You just bought out the shop, okay. I mean, even if you bought out the shop, knowing you'd probably get you'd probably get Malwika at C1, even if Sit Lolly was bad. Knowing you with every Pyro character that you come into near contact with.
It's part of the thing.
Building up. Himeko right now. I actually haven't even bought the shop out yet, so I need to keep forgetting that I'm going to have that many pulls as well to add into the mix. Yeah, let's just finish down here so I don't have to worry about it. I'll go back up there later. I can make plenty of those. Cool. Yeah, I mean, the future, it looks like, in a very basic sense for me, I got Shilonen actually to C1. So I put out my video at C0 of what Shilonen is like at C0. I got her at C1. The reason I did that mainly was to make my life easier in the future to get her C2. Also to kind of force myself to go for the C2 in the future. Whenever she comes back in her rerun. But everything about my account in Genshin is about getting Harbingers. So, Harbingers always take precedence. But Malwika and the Tsaritsa are the two Archons I've been looking forward to the most. So, and of course, the two nations I like the most, Snezhnia and Natlin, are at the end of the game. So yeah, that was awesome. If they were at the beginning of the game, I actually wonder if I would still be stuck with Genshin and playing it. Not gonna lie.
Interesting.
They surely won't repeat Dia situation, right? Right? That's why I'm hoping, even if she's a cryo character, even if she's a DPS or a support, hopefully she'll help the cryo element to some extent if she's cryo. If she's not, that's fine. But Malwika, if she's a cryo character, could hopefully help her be useful to some extent. 2.6 banners is going to be fun, but rough. Yeah, Sit Lolly. So hopefully, like, Kurz right, is Sit Lolly a cryo character? Do we know that for sure or no?
We should, because we have her model. She's literally in the quest.
Then yeah,
she's
well,
cryo.
I'm
looking at it right now.
Okay,
she's cryo.
Yeah.
I was pretty sure.
I figured. Yeah, I don't want to.
I was
speak
99.9%
sure. Just want to actually make sure.
Yeah, basically.
Not because I mean, contrary to
Doing
popular
YouTube
belief,
has you be like, all right, I gotta check the facts, even though I know this is.
Yeah, you got that one person on the
I'm
side
checking for that person's sake, not mine.
Yes.
But it is a good habit to have, anyways.
2.6 is gonna be rough,
Every
especially
once
for
in a blue
you,
moon,
Jay.
we'll find something like, oh, thought it was this.
Yeah, especially for you, Jay, because I know Jay, you're going for Barbara Lune and Light Cone, and aren't you going for Acheron and Aventurine or something like that, plus Light Cones? So you got a rough patch ahead of you for sure. Also, Robin, the last patch was last half was just as bad for you too. I remember. Yeah, it's Tsaritsa all the way. Exactly. Well, your name's Jack Frost. If you weren't a Tsaritsa fan, I'd be a little bit surprised, not gonna lie. Yeah, she is cryo. It was also shown in the Natlin trailer. Yeah. Well, the Natlin trailer, I think we thought she who was it? Who did we think was cryo as well? Was it Chaska? We thought she was cryo, but then we realized we thought we were cryo because we were like zooming in on her correctly, and then
a lot of people
only
did
later.
Though,
yeah, only until later people thought, oh, never mind, she's actually Animo. It was just a big change. I'm really interested about that though, specifically.
If
Yeah,
sit while
Chaska,
the
yeah.
limited, it's gonna be very difficult if I, like, for some reason decide not to pull or save, because I can't afford it. It's gonna be difficult because cryo is something I need. Not like desperately, but if there's one thing I would go for out of something I don't have, it's cryo, because I don't have a single limited 5-star cryo
Right.
character, so.
Yeah, I think so. Hopefully Salali will be, if she is standard, I think that's actually going to help a lot of people. I'm skipping if she's not standard, obviously. Well, I'm going to skip if she is standard anyways, because they'll probably give her a banner, like Dia and Tainari. They'll probably give her a banner and then slap her on standard afterwards. I just wouldn't expect a lot from her. So, if I happen to lose a 50-50 to her, cool.
I just hope she can do something, like bring value to the team, even though she would be a cryo character. Like,
Right.
can she be a buffer, debuffer type of character? Maybe even just a healer? I don't know. If she's a DPS, that'd be cool too. I mean, really, whatever she would
If she's
do,
a
I think would
5-star
help.
cryo healer, I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah.
I
She
want,
gives me Fujuan vibes.
I want Imbiber Lune, Light Cone.
But she's,
I
like,
need to
not
pick up
personality-wise.
Venturine, Acheron, Light Cone this time. If I had more pulls, I would do cons on Acheron. I think Acheron's C2 or E2, sorry, is what everybody goes after for her as well. And as much as like I would love to do that, I just want to grab other characters. This is extremely good because it also helps with the C1 or the E1, sorry, which you're always attacking enemies that have a debuff applied to them, basically, practically, because you're using so many harmony units. So it's an extra 18% crit rate. So never mind what she already gets from her kit, anyways. So this is already a higher crit rate than normal, plus the 18%. You're fine. So yeah. As a free-to-play, things are looking rough for me. Chaska, Mawika, Solali back-to-back. I just hope my luck carries me this time. That's fair. Yeah, I think there's very difficult patches back-to-back. It was pretty easy skips for me for a while, so I went and got Shilonen, and now I'm just waiting for Mawika and Capitano. And I'm borderline thinking of just like saving until the Tsaritsa comes out and just pulling basically almost every single character as soon as Snezhnia comes out. Even if I saved all those primos, I'm not even sure I'd want to do a C6 R5 Tsaritsa. I think I'd rather just
Yeah, I
get
just
her
don't want to do a
C0
C6
R1.
because I'd have more fun having more characters.
Imagine like going into the game at the beginning of Snezhnia and just being able to pull like the first like 7 new characters. It's just
That'd
insane.
be crazy. It'd be a lot of fun too.
Yeah. There'd be a
Like
lot
going
of
after
building, that's for
weapons.
sure.
It would.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing. I mean, if you lose to weapons on like other weapons, you could get, possibly some good weapons. You could also get some hot dog shit, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Playing HSR is like loading up Minecraft, expecting it to be really fun, but then realizing it's extremely boring. That's crazy. I like the game,
Who
but
said
I got
that?
Cospilog. I like the game, but I got
course.
left behind in the dust so bad. It's just a very difficult game to stay in with because you have to do a lot. Star Rail, okay. I don't know if this is a hot take.
Side by side.
I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but Star Rail, you have to borderline play meta. You have to play the best things. You kind of can't really just, I want to pull this character, so I'm just going to play this.
Zila
Sadly, it just
cannot
doesn't work
clear
that well.
content to save her life. Like she can't do it.
Exactly.
In her best team, she can't do it.
It's all about
Unless you're
paths.
super lucky
That's just
with
all it is. It's just
the
paths,
Solidity buff or
especially for
whatever.
endgame, which is the only thing you really care about usually in Star Rail for all that type of stuff. If you just like to just play and chill, cool. Don't worry about it. I came into the game expecting to play it like Genshin, but you have to do meta and start. Yep, there it is, to survive. I just want to play my Herda and win. Pure Fiction Herda with Jade works really
Which,
well.
By the
so
way,
yeah.
my Jade Herda team is one of my best teams.
But I can
Cospilog.
only win in one random endgame mode, and that's probably Pure Fiction.
Yep.
Which, yeah, you're not going to do well in other areas.
I don't get all the stars in MOC or APOC. I
Yeah.
get close.
I
It'd be
do really
like
well, and I'm just the
make the
opposite.
reference, like it's like getting 12-1, 12-2 done, but you can't get 12-3. So it's like you make it to it, but you don't quite clear all the way.
Well, it's kind of like Imaginarium Theater. It's like you crush it in Imaginarium Theater because you have so many characters, and you can kind of just use the, like, just extra buffs you can get from having more characters. That's the other thing. That Imaginarium Theater I did without the extra 4 characters. So I only did it with 16, not 20 characters, which means that I didn't have the extra 4 characters to give me that huge buff. So I missed out on a lot of extra help on that one. But Arlecchino and Navia, Shilonen, and Raiden carried extremely hard. This endgame is very weird in these types of games. But, I mean, that's the whole point of it being endgame. It's very difficult. You know, you gotta... If you want to play endgame, right, you gotta get to the endgame. So, it makes sense. May not be fun and happiness along the way, but... I'd love to get some more crit rate out of my... Himeko here, but... I mean, a 68 over 118.6 is not that bad. Plus, I think I'm going to get more attack out of this as well. I'm just not going to get any more crit rate. I could switch it out for this Herta piece, but Herta needs crit rate more than she does. I'm also, the reason I don't have this set, I'm actually going to rip these pieces off, these 3 pieces out of the 4 from Hunter of Glacial Forest, is the new sets coming in 2.6 are actually, I'm going to start grinding for Herta. So once I'm done with Himeko, which should be soon, I should be done with Himeko pretty soon. The only thing I really need to do is get these 2, is probably the only things I'm going to do. And I'll leave these 8 out of 10 for a while. Because I just need more follow-up attack units that are at least built. And then I'll come back and 9 or 10 out of 10 these later. But I'll probably only do these 2, which will probably be like tomorrow's Trailblaze Power. I'll maybe work on this. And then as soon as that's done, I'm going to start working on building Herta. Getting her traces up. Building the new 4-piece set on her. I think she still uses 4-piece in her Salsado. So if I need to get better pieces on that, I can switch. But...
Yeah, honestly, for follow-up, Ratio March is really fun. And really good.
Yeah, the thing with Ratio is that I'd have to either get his light cone or take March's Cruising the Stellar Sea off of her and put it on him, and I just don't want to do that. I like March 7th more.
Yeah, I have March on Cruising the Stellar Sea. My Ratio doesn't use it.
What are you using
Nor
on
does he have his
Ratio?
light cone. I'm using Yanqing's light cone.
Yeah, I don't have that. I don't even have Yanqing. This is the only 5-star I don't have. Like 5-star standard, sorry.
I'm missing Himeko.
I think if
I have
anything,
everyone
I'd
else.
probably go after Himeko, like or Eidolons, just because these are actually pretty good. And I don't really care for Bronya, just because Bronya is basically a 2.0 Sparkle. Welt, I think I already have his E1 and Japar, same thing. But I'm not really ever going to use them, sadly. Silali is likely a shield character, kind of 5-star version of Layla, or that's what the rumors are. I heard that as well, but I'm hoping that she's not, and she's a healer. I came into the game expecting to play like Genshin. Okay, yeah, you have to survive. I think I had a really good Misha build, but good and Misha shouldn't really exactly be in the same sentence. Yeah, Misha is... Yeah...
Misha's not good at all. The
No.
only way he's remotely good, and that feels weird to even say, is if you're doing like Path of Remembrance in Endgame was like Divergent or Simulated Universe.
Yeah, and it's not even necessarily
That's it, and
part
it's
of the big
there's
three.
still just better options.
That's so funny too, because I have him E6. So if he was good, I'd build him, but Jie actually, because I'm going to be pulling on... Wait, nope, she's E6 as well. Frick, okay, who are the 4 stars? I know one of them was Jie. Look. 2.6 HSR banners. Okay, so Lynx and Yukong, it looks like. Okay. Okay, well, I have an E5 Lynx and an E0 Yukong. That's the thing, though. All these 4 stars are just, like, not that great. Herta, strong. Qingchua can be strong, depending. Tingyun's pretty good. Pela can be really good. Gwenifin can be pretty good.
Today's fortune is.
Luca is a 50-50 on technically. He's not better than Gwenifin, so if you have to choose a DOT, Gwenifin's better, but...
I don't think...
Both March 7s aren't that bad, but Hunt March 7th is definitely better in my personal opinion, and Gallagher's goated because of break. But... I just feel like the 4-star DPSs are just not going to do well, really, for endgame. Ever. Unless, of course, you have something absolutely cracked for pure fiction, like Herta. But at that point, the new Herta is supposed to come out and
just
replace
dealt
her.
567,000 with Mualani.
Does not surprise me.
I'm just an overworld.
Fun fact, Misha, English VA, is doing one of 10 Stone Hearts in the future. Interesting. It's like Lynx and Qingchua. Yeah. That's the thing. I don't like all the 4 stars are extremely mid, and all of my favorite characters are pretty much the 4 stars. That's tough. Like,
Yeah.
Gehyoi Mia? Do you mean Gwenifin? And Luca, Herta, and Misha. Not fair. I really
will
like
say-
Shaggy too.
Like this 4-star thing I have in Genshin where I'm like I always collect all the 4 stars.
Yes, he has
And always
C1,
will.
C0,
I was
R1
trying to
will
do
on it.
that with Star Rail too, where I'm like I'll just get all the 4 stars. But the problem, 2 problems. Building a character in Star Rail takes way more investment.
Oh,
It
yeah.
just physically takes longer to actually level up things on a character. The traces are much more expensive than talents in Genshin. Now that might be debatable. Maybe it's because we've been playing Genshin longer and so we just have these boss materials and whatnot. But Star Rail, I've noticed consistently that it just takes longer to build a character. Then number 2, a lot of those 4 stars, because of the meta issue with like you just need to play meta in order to actually clear things. I realize I'm like I would be building these 4 stars and never using them.
Well, that's
So
the
why
thing.
bother?
Looking at like characters even like Tingyun and Herta. Herta's gonna get a 5 or in 3.0 supposedly gonna get a better version of herself. So she's gonna just get left in the dust. Okay, so that's 1 out of the way. March 7th had to get a literal revamp for her to be better. Pela is actually still good, but
It was good.
Jiao Cho, other 5-star Nihility units could be still really good for Acheron. Silverwolf, even though I know she's a little bit different in that aspect, still could be really good. But technically, Pela could still be really good. So there's 1. Qingchua, like I said earlier, you have to have like E6. You have to have everything going for you, like the mono quantum team, and then it works. But I'm just waiting for the next, kind of.
I think Mono
damage
Quantum has fallen off. It used to be amazing, but now it just can't.
And that just might be because, I mean, it depends on, I
That
guess.
could just be my wrong opinion.
I don't know. I mean, it could
But
definitely
it-
still be extremely strong just because Silverwolf's always putting on quantum weakness.
Well, the
and it
problem
allows...
is Zila.
But it's not Zila. You use E6 Qingchua. No offense, E6 Qingchua does better than Zila every day of the week.
Well,
Especially for mono quantum.
Path, like propagation and game.
Not really. I
Which is
mean, honestly, I've
always-
seen people still use it outside of that, though. The issue with
Yeah.
Sela is especially against bosses, whereas Qingchua can actually shine. So things like the MOC and stuff like that are actually doing well. And also because she's erudition, she's still going to do extremely well against things like the other endgame, Pure Fiction. So and that's just my personal opinion from what I can see. So once again, I could be wrong too. I'm just saying like that her kit makes more sense than someone like Sela, which we already know Sela's a little bit old anyways, but I definitely think there's still room to grow. Like Qingchua is not necessarily gonna. I don't even know if she can clear content right now, anyways. So we'll just have to see. Ting Yun, on the other hand, is gonna get another version of herself, and even if it's not energy help, supposedly Sunday is gonna do that job. So once again, Ting Yun, 4-star Ting Yun is gonna get thrown to the side. Gallagher, technically, Lingsha is pushing him to the side, but Gallagher can still work extremely well, especially if you have him at a higher Eidolon. Moza is good, but just use March 7th, I've heard. Hunt March 7th. And I don't know much about Hanya. You said that she wasn't really that strong the last time I talked to you, I think, about her Rift.
I think she's too specific.
What is her kit again about?
She gives you a skill point. She increases attack and speed, I believe. It just doesn't feel like enough. Like, I'd rather just use Pela.
Yeah, she has the. I guess she has the chance. If the trigger count for the burden skill point recovery effect is 1 or lower, and when an enemy with burden is defeated, you get an extra skill point, so it's 2. It's not happening all the time. It's more attack buffs. Extra energy to herself. Extra burden applied to an enemy. Yeah. I don't know how to spell Guinevere's name. That is not it. So I didn't want to say it wrong like a chump. Qingchua is like objectively the best character in the game, character-wise, anyways. Yeah, well, that is definitely an opinion. How could you not love Qingchua? I don't know. Maybe there's some person in the far corner of the world that just doesn't like Mahjong, and is just like hates Qingchua with a passion. I don't know. She's my second favorite character in Star Rail. I don't even know who the first is, but I'm scared to ask. Hanya is niche. Yeah, basically, from what I just heard Riff just say. Plus, it just took a look at
I'd
her
even like
kit.
to use her with Argenti.
Who? Hanya?
Yeah.
I guess that's fair. She's also physical, so I guess helping a little bit more with that. I don't know. Crazy that preservation still has so little characters. Guess how many characters preservation has? If we're counting March 7th, 4-star, which she's not here because I have her as a hunt character, but there's only 4.
And legit, just yeah.
Japard, Aventurine, Fujuan, and her. Like, now the issue is that Aventurine and Fujuan are carrying preservation on their backs. Huohuo is really good for DOT. Lingsha is your break. Plus, she's just a solid healer anyways. Luocha, I've heard he's not that great, but I think when he's paired with Jingliu and Blade, that's one of those expensive teams. Actually, I think we talked about in our Topo Not Topo. It's just really difficult to get into. Got your Nihility units, which this is all. I mean, Jiaoqiu and Acheron are probably the only ones that kind of go outside the normal realm of DOT, which I guess technically Silverwolf does as well. You kind of stay away from DOT with her as well. Well, also Wealth, you don't really go DOT on him. Never mind, I guess I was. Yeah, there are some few characters that go outside of DOT with Nihility. Harmony units. Trailblazer is goated just because of, yeah, stuff. Oh, wait, I forgot. Wait, Preservation also has Trailblazer as well. Silverwolf is my favorite. How do you for Gort? 5. Trailblazer. Yep, well, wow, that's actually crazy. I just looked over and saw that. Yes, you were right. Yes, Trailblazer. Ron, May, Sparkle, and Robin are just absolutely correct right now. Hopefully we're gonna get 5-star Tingyun in here. It's in a fire. What are you expecting out of 5-star Tingyun? And it's a
I
fire one as well.
I'm not good at. I'm just not good at that.
Maybe
You know
not
me, I
what you're
don't really
expecting.
like.
What do you want out of her?
What would I want?
Like a Jiao Cho 2.0 healer type mode or what?
I guess so. I don't. I have no idea.
Knowing you, you'd want her to do a little bit of DOT.
Probably because I'm looking to get Zhao Cho when he has a rerun so that I can replace Gwenifan in my DOT team.
I love Jiao Cho. He's just such a cool character.
But if 5-star Tingyun is that with a twist, or just I don't know, maybe even more DOT focused, because Zhao Cho isn't completely DOT focused, he just has it in the kit.
Mm-hmm.
Then if she's like heavily focused on it, she might, obviously be better for the Kafka Black Swan team specifically, whereas Zhao Cho would still be better for Acheron.
Right. Well, that's actually why I think in the future, I'm trying to keep my options open, not trying to pull everything now, because I want to make sure that I'm watching a turnaround, because
Yeah.
my pulling plans in the future are going to be very difficult, because I want Sunday and Tingyun. But I have to keep my mind open for certain other characters, like Jade, who I want. And I should have just pulled, if I'm being honest with everyone. No, I shouldn't have pulled. What am I talking about? Because she was right before... No, right after the Break Effect team, I didn't have the ability to. And I had to get ready for Sparkle. Which, I don't regret that. Choosing Sparkle over Jade was definitely the better decision. Although my Pure Fiction took a hit. But it is what it is. I want DOT support for her. Yeah, that sounds about right. Seems like what Yuan... I wanted to get Yuan Li and Zhao Chao.
Chow chow.
Kelsey, like, never change, please. I failed on both. That's okay. I wanted, I didn't even pull for Zhao Cho. I really wanted to. No, I threw 30 wishes in. 30 pulls. Didn't get it. I was like, if I get an early and win, I feel like that's just a sign to just use them. Once again, though, it's really not a smart thing to do in my situation, because I always want the 5 stars. I feel like you kind of have to have the light cones with. So I'm going to have to skip either Sunday or Tingyun, but I'm going to wait until they get closer to see which one is better for me. And if not, I might just skip both, wait for a Jade rerun, and get new 5-star Herda in 3.0. And just take another long hit and wait for other things like that. I just want to see how well Rappa does. Because if I can get Rappa and just pray that something good happens, maybe we'll get something good. I don't know. We'll see. Speaking of which. Alright. Well, I think that's everything. I've gone through all our dailies. We talked about the new character gameplay. Shenhe, if you guys didn't know. New character releasing. The probably never. Joking. She's just probably never going to get a rerun ever again. She beat Eula's longest stretch of time without a banner since she didn't come this version. So, yeah, kind of insane. How do people get light cones? I don't have a single 5-star light cone. It's this thing, and it's called Restraint. The only time in like Hoyo history I really mean to get the weapon is in Zenless on Zero for Bernice, since I have so many pulls in that game. Yeah, you are a Bernice lover, I've found out in the chat. Shenhe who? Yeah, literally. Well, that's everything. I think kind of this time period we were going to go around. I'm going to head off. I'm going to go dip. I got like no sleep last night, so I'm going to go... I actually haven't even eaten dinner, so I'm going to go eat dinner. Then I'm going to go chill out for like a little bit. I'm going to go to sleep early because I am tired. And then tomorrow I got stuff to do, and I'm probably going to go try to figure out stuff on YouTube. So hope for the best for me on that one. But it called the light cone banners. that's also fair. All right, well, thank you guys for joining the stream. I hope you guys did enjoy the stream. Make sure to go ahead and also check out Gotcha Interact, because obviously we are over there as well. Most of you people are probably already in the stream are from Gotcha Interact anyways, but you know, quick shout out doesn't do anything too bad anyways. So all right, well, you guys have a great rest of your day, nights. Hope no one got hit by Milton. I didn't, thankfully, get hit that bad. No damage, no nothing. So everything is good. So, all right, you guys have a great one. Bye.